Hi, my name is Stacy Garcia, and today we'll be learning how to do a CRAAP test for a website for a high school United States history class. What does CRAAP stand for? CRAAP is an acronym and they stand for Currency, Relevance, Accuracy, Authority, and Purpose. The currency, or the timeliness of the information. Some questions that you should look to answer are: when was the information published? Has the information been revised or updated? And are the links functional? For the relevance or the importance of the information for your needs, the questions you should look for are: does the information relate to your topic? Who is the intended audience? Is the information at an appropriate level? The first A is accuracy, or the reliability, truthfulness, and correctness of the content. The questions you should ask are: where does the information come from? Is the information supported by evidence? Can you verify any of the information in another source? And does the language or tone seem unbiased and free of emotion? The second A is authority, or the source of the information. Questions you should look to answer are: who is the author, publisher, source, or sponsor? What are the author's credentials? And is the author qualified to write on this topic? And also, does the URL reveal anything about the source? Finally, P, for the purpose, is the reason the information exists. Questions you should look to answer are: what is the purpose of the information? Do the authors make their intentions or purpose clear? Is the information fact, opinion, or propaganda? And are there any political, ideological, cultural, religious, institutional, or personal biases? All right, so let's practice. The topic we're going to use today is the Powhatan tribe in the 1600s. Begin by searching for articles or websites related to this topic. Remember to use good keywords when searching for information. Here are the links to a CRAAP worksheet I've created and two websites that we're going to be using to practice for today. I will also be including screen grabs from each website. Here's the first website. I'll give you a moment to look through the next couple slides. All right, so let's begin the CRAAP test. For currency, when was the information published? Well, at the bottom of the site, it says it was first published November 20th, 2012. For has the information been revised or updated? It has. At the bottom, it states that it was updated January 16th, 2018. And every link is functional. The relevance. Does this information relate to your topic? Yes, the information does relate to the topic. Who is the intended audience? The intended audience seems to be anyone interested in learning more about the Powhatan tribe. Is the information at an appropriate level? To me, it seems that the information is a little elementary. Accuracy. Where does the information come from? Well, in this article, it does not state where the information comes from. There is no bibliography or works cited. Is the information supported by evidence? Well, as they have mentioned, no, the evidence is not because there is no bibliography. Can we verify any of the information in another source? Yes, with research, that information could be found. And does the language or tone seem unbiased and free of emotion? Yes, the language and tone seemed unbiased. For authority, who is the author, publisher, source, or sponsor? There is no information about the author. The only thing listed is publisher Sightseeing Limited at the bottom. What are the author's credentials? Well, since there is no author, there is no credentials. Is the author qualified to write on this topic? Again, as we have stated, no. Does the URL reveal anything about the source? The URL reveals that it is a .com, which means it's a commercially owned. There are not promoting a product, but there are many advertisements on the page, as you can see. What is the purpose? The source states that the article contains interesting facts, pictures, and information about the life of the Powhatan Native American Indian tribe of the Northeast Woodland Cultural Group. Does the author make their intentions or purpose clear? The author does not make their commercial intentions clear, but they do state why they are producing the content. Is the information fact, opinion, or propaganda? The information seems factual, but there is no credibility. And finally, are there political, ideological, cultural, religious, institutional, or personal biases? It does appear to be fairly unbiased. So can we use this source? Well, since there is no credibility to the author, we cannot take what they have presented as fact. So I would suggest using a different source. Let's practice on website number 2. Again, I will give you a moment to see the slides. So let's begin the CRAAP test. The currency. When was the information published? Well, it does not state when the information was originally published. Has the information been revised or updated? At the bottom of the website, it states that it was last updated February 26, 2020. Are the links functional? Most of the links are functional. Relevance. Does the information relate to your topic? Yes, the information is all related to the topic. And who is the intended audience? The intended audience seems to be anyone interested in learning more about the Powhatan tribe. And is the information at an appropriate level? The information does seem to be at an appropriate level for this age group. The accuracy. Where does the information come from? The information comes from both primary and secondary sources produced at the time, and also from historians who have wrote about the topic. Is the information supported by evidence? Yes, the bibliography lists where all the evidence is found. Can you verify any of the information in another source? Yes, all of this information can be found in other places. Does the language or tone seem unbiased and free of emotion? Yes, the language and tone seem unbiased. The authority. Who was the author, publisher, source, or sponsor? The source is from National Park Services, and more specifically from the historic Jamestown part of Colonial National Historical Park in Virginia. What are the author's credentials? The source's credentials is that it's owned and operated by the government and is a service dedicated to bringing the public factual information about each location and preserving its history. Is the author qualified to write on this topic? Yes, they are. Does the URL reveal anything about the source? The URL reveals that it is a .gov, which means it's part of the government. The purpose. So what is the purpose of the information? The purpose of this information is to give a chronology of the Powhatan Indian tribe of Virginia. Do the authors make their intentions or purpose clear? Yes, both the intentions and purpose are clear. Is the information fact, opinion, or propaganda? The information is factual. Are there political, ideological, cultural, religious, institutional, or personal biases? And it appears unbiased. So can we use this source? I do believe that this is a credible source which could be used in a research project about the Powhatan tribes. I hope you learned about the CRAAP test method and will continue to use it in your researches to come. Thank you.